everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're good. This video, oh my gosh, alcohol inks. It has been forever since I've done any and I really want to get my teeth into them again. I'm using this stunning mold by Moulds and Shapes. Let's go. So the alcohol inks I'm going to be using in today's video are from Pinata. I am almost out of these and I'm crying inside. I need to order some more. And the resin I'll be using is Vista Cascade. Now I am a Vista ambassador, so do not forget to get your code CCC-VISTA. I will put it on the screen and you can get quadruple miles off of your Vista resin order. Now this is the mold. Oh my gosh. So if you did not see, Moulds and Shapes did send me an amazing package. I did an unboxing on my channel. This was one of them, alongside seashell coasters, a large seashell tray, and I have been itching to play with them, and it's just been such a while since I've done alcohol inks. I've decided the next few videos are going to be exploring alcohol inks. I'll link everything used in the description box below, and again, don't forget to get quadruple miles off of your Vista order by using my code. Again, everything in this video is going to be linked down below, including the molds by Moulds and Shapes. And that is all of the information. Also, if you're new here, do not forget to give my video a big fat thumbs up. This is what helps me grow. And if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please do so. All that being said, back to the video. I have mixed my resin. Now, I do like to mix my resin for 5 minutes. It's been a while since I've mentioned this. It's been a while since I've done resin. So yeah, I do like to mix my resin for 5 minutes. Even though most epoxy resins come with the instructions to mix for 3, I always mix for 5. I mix slowly, scraping all edges, the bottoms, everything, to make sure that both components, part A and B, are thoroughly mixed. This way, if I have any errors, if there's anything that goes wrong, I know it wasn't the mixing process. So if you're new to epoxy resin and this is the first video you're watching, the weighing, the measuring and the mixing are key to making sure that your resin cures, and amongst other things like temperature and all of this jazz. But you just saw me there pouring it into my mold, and I just used my silicone tool to get rid of any air bubbles that were trapped. Now, here we go. Like I said, it has been a while since I've used alcohol inks, and honestly, I've missed it. I've missed it so much. I really wanted to have a play. Now, there were no rules, no rhyme or reason as to why I was using the colours I was using. I just kind of stick to the colours that I love more than anything. I don't often go outside of my comfort zone. I know I should. And sometimes when I go outside of my comfort zone, I get better results. Like, I tend to steer away from the orange, the yellow, the green kind of alcohol inks. I always go for the lush turquoises, blues, pinks, purples, and that kind of thing. So if you are new to alcohol ink, it's 1 drop of ink to 1 drop of white. So you see me here, I am a little bit reckless with my alcohol ink, but I tend to kind of go 1 drop. You see here with the black, I'm actually doing black and gold on this one because my bottles were playing up and I was almost out of blues. So I thought, let me try black and gold together as well. You know, we're all going to see the results together. But anyway, we go 1 drop of alcohol ink and then white on top of wherever you put colour. Try not to put colour in any negative space on your resin because that white will tend to drop straight to the bottom. So always put your white on top of a colour and not on any negative clear space resin. Like I said, you will get lots of white blobs at the bottom. The white is designed to push the alcohol ink down into the resin. So that being said, if you've tried this technique, then let me know. I have to already let you know because this is voiceover Claire and I already know the results. I have a long way to go. I have a long way to go before I get the results I was getting last year, the year before even. Yeah, it's just been such a while. So I am using Pinata Blanco white, but I also have a huge bottle of it, this here. And I use that to fill up my smaller bottles because the white gets used a lot. So again, I had no real plan, no real dream of how I was going to do these colours. I just knew I wanted pinks, blues, purples. And then in these final two, I decided to try something different. I put gold at the bottom of the shells, and I was kind of hoping that this would resemble a beach, like an ocean themed resin. So I put my blues at the top. I think I used 2 or 3 different blues, and then on each drop of blue I was dropping white to push it down, and then at the bottom of the shell I was dropping my gold. Now, metallic alcohol inks are very new to me. I don't use them really at all. So whether we use white on top, I wasn't even sure, but I figured, what have I got to lose? We might as well just chill, have some fun, and see what happens when we drop the white down on top of the gold. And here you see me just dropping the white down on top of the colour. Now here's the difference. After I filmed this video and I edited this video, I realised that I only did 1 layer of alcohol ink and white. Now, remembering back a year, nearly 2 years ago, even 3 maybe, when I first started alcohol ink, I realised I really hadn't done it. I hadn't kind of given it the justice that it deserves. When you drop alcohol ink, you can usually go in with 2, 3, 4 different layers. And it was only when editing this video, actually on Demold as well, I realised I'd only done 1 layer of alcohol ink. So if you are new to alcohol ink, I would totally recommend doing more than 1 layer, maybe even 3 or 4 layers. So you go alcohol ink, white, alcohol ink, white, alcohol ink, white, etc. Carry on. And you can kind of allow quite a lot of alcohol ink in there. I wouldn't go more than 4 layers, but anyway, this is all, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing. It just felt like I was out of touch, really out of touch with alcohol ink and resin. And I was so happy with the results, because it really kind of taught me how it should be done and how I want to do more in the future. So fast forward 24 hours later, this is me backing them. So when you pour alcohol ink into resin, you really don't want to fill up to the top of your mold with resin, otherwise there's really nowhere for the alcohol ink to go. You're putting way more volume in, but you haven't left enough space. So always leave like a millimeter at the top to make sure that there's room for your alcohol ink to go in and do its job and get to work and dance and play and do all the lovely things it's meant to do. Then the next day, of course, resin shrinks, so you will be left with an even bigger kind of gap at the top. And I like to backfill. I don't always do this. You can just sand them down. But for these, I just felt like I really wanted a backfill. Now, I am using brand new, I just bought it, Vista white pigment. I've never used their pigments, but oh my gosh. It's probably one of the whitest pigments I've used. Really loving it, and it mixed so beautifully because it's already this gorgeous liquid consistency. So here we are. I'm just using Vista Cascade again. You could have, of course, used Vista Turbo or even Vista Rapids because it's such a shallow pour. This one is such a shallow pour. You could have used those two, but I was using Cascade, so I figured I might as well just carry on using Cascade. Just tidying up the edges a bit so that tomorrow, if there is any overspill, which there is because this is 24 hours later, then I'll have less work to do. So my first initial thoughts on Demold, I was underwhelmed. I was just underwhelmed with the pink, and then I did this one. Oh, my heart stopped. This is me. This is a bit of me. I absolutely love it. Again, this was only one layer of alcohol ink. Imagine what you could achieve if you did 2 or 3 layers of alcohol ink. So as soon as I demolded that pink one, I was just, my soul died. What have I done? Why did I do it that way? But this one just brought back the love I have for alcohol inks. This was the black and gold. This was like an experimental, why not just throw in a black and see what happens. I'm not loving it. I had a major overspill on this one. Easily tidied up with scissors and a craft blade. But I don't know about this one. It's giving me cauliflower vibes. And I mean, you know, you don't really want cauliflower vibes in your resin. But this one here, again, super pretty. The camera wasn't picking up what my eyes could see, and I was really fascinated with the bottom because there really was no detail. The white has pushed down the pink, you can see here as well, the blues, the turquoises. The white has pushed them down and given them some detail, but the bottoms, it's like the white, did I even put white? So yeah, like I said, it's been a long while since I've done alcohol inks, so this was more of a get back into it, Claire, you know, chill out, pour your resin, have some fun pouring alcohol inks, see what the results are. This white and gold did not fill my heart with joy. It's prettier than the black and gold, but this one, I love these colours so much. The turquoise, the blue, the pink, the purple, just, these do brighten up my world. Now, bottom right, disclaimer, I had a sneak peek, big mistake. I lifted up the edge and then I thought better of it, so I put it back down, and now you can see. What happened here was I dislodged, I broke the seal between the resin and the silicone mould, but I'm not mad about it. It's given me this kind of ocean wave vibe. This is basically where the back, the white has sunk down under because I broke that seal, that airtight locking seal. I broke it because I was going to have a sneak peek and then thought better of it. So it's only just damaged the bottom part, but this one here, this is what has fills me back with love, and I'm going to continue. So this was a first in a several videos that I'm going to be doing on alcohol inks because it had just been so long, guys. And whilst the results aren't all amazing, these blues, these ocean, oh my gosh, the way that gold has responded makes it look like coral reef and sand, and 100% given me back that buzz I used to get. When you demold alcohol inks, it's like resin in general. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what the result's going to be. But I think, hand on heart, I think if I didn't get those two results with those blues and those oceans, I don't know if I'd have done another video. But as it stands, they really gave me back my drive to try more alcohol inks and just get back into the swing of how it's meant to be done. Add more layers, that you'll see more texture, you'll see a lot more depth the more you add. Again, don't go overboard. But anyway, this is how I am finishing off the pretty pieces. I don't yet know what I'm going to do with the ugly ones. You could always just top coat. I might just top coat them, because you can still have a nice glittery blue seashell keyring and maybe put a vinyl decal on. I definitely won't be binning them because you can always salvage, you can always save. You never know, I might get like a nautical themed tattoo. I also might not. But here they are, all finished. Now the drill, the eyelets and the jump rings and the keychains, everything is linked down below in my description box. In my Amazon storefront, actually, it's all in there. That drill is it's a life-saving drill. The only downside is with these two, you can see it where it's been drilled through. Now, I didn't mind so much on my Sahara Desert Sand video, which was the video before this, but on these, not loving it. I'm not loving it. But luckily, with the gold alcohol ink, they actually hid the screw coming through, and I love that. Yeah, really happy with the results of the two. How bad is that? I made so many, but I'm only in love with two of them. I like the colours on the other ones, and some of them are just really not my cup of tea at all. I don't really want to be reminded of broccoli and cauliflower when I do resin, but these two here filling me back with the love and the joy, and I cannot wait to do more. So the next few videos are going to be me using the molds and shapes molds that they've sent me. Oh my goodness me. And I already know the results of the next video, and it is a wow, an absolute wow. And yeah, the one after that is also alcohol inks. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you are new to alcohol inks, this might not have been that helpful because the results weren't great. But the point is, guys, to have fun, experiment, have a play. And especially like me, if it's been a while since you've done something, just to get back into it, get you back into the flow of it. Do what you've got to do so that you can learn from it, so that the next time you do it, you're doing it better. Okay, no such thing as perfection here. Remember, handmade with love, not perfection. Thank you all so much if you have stayed this long. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you liked any of the ugly ducklings that I did not find joy in. Let me know if they were more your bag than the ocean ones. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Everything will be linked down below in the description box, and I'll see you then. Bye.